On today's show, we're going to be hunting wild hogs in Wilcox County, Alabama.
We're at the Possum Bend Wild Hog Roundup.
There are going to be big hogs. There are going to be lots of hogs.
I think you'll enjoy today's show, so stick around.
Any day in the woods with a firearm in your hands is better than a day behind the desk. Jerry, if it looks like I'm going to get gored, put a round in me, would you?
I was thinking if they come after us, I'm gonna trip you. How can you have all these hills without valleys, huh?
Nice shot. Good bird.
Ho, ho, ho. Look at that now.
I want you to come out in your loincloth and me with a rifle. I'll think it's a white bear.
You know, in Alabama, they love to hunt hogs, and this is a month-long event which culminates in a 4-day carny kind of atmosphere where there's vendors and prizes and music and just a great party atmosphere.
Yeah, and in this particular event, you can kill hogs in any kind of way. You can chase them with dogs, you can shoot them in traps, you can stalk them, you can still hunt them.
And there's team events, and then there's individual
Yeah, now we
events.
entered as individuals, you know, and Ron got a month head start on me, but it's okay, he needed it.
Yeah, and I took advantage of that month head start because I decided to do a little bit of hog stalking before we got too many people in the field. What we've got here is we've got a big slough that runs straight out of the bottom of this field, and we've got a power line over there on the left side where we've got a tent blind set up, and then we've got a road that comes down this side, and then another real big field. The hogs are absolutely tearing this place up. We've already checked over here on the power line, and we haven't seen any fresh sign. So what we're going to do is we're going to drive down here onto this road a little bit, and I'm going to try and ease up and see if any of those hogs are out in the field. Now, it's not first light, but oftentimes they come out here. They are so confident in their security here that you see them out in these fields all time. So this time we're going to park a ways back. Instead of busting them with a truck, I'm going to slip out there, and maybe I can slip up on one in the field. We'll see. There's a big black hog out in the middle of that field. Got him. I better load this thing. Before I went into that woods, after a wounded boar hog, I was going to get some help. I called Lee Thomas to come back me up. Well, I'm guessing that he's down.
Did he come this way? Blood splattered that way.
You should be able to see his track with that blood, which way he's going. After 15 or 20 minutes of blood trailing, we finally found the hog up under some brush. I went in and put a finishing shot on him, and then we hauled him out. Long shot getting him out in the field like that, but it worked. Thanks, Lee. Man, I appreciate it. Woo! How are we gonna get that son of a gun out of here? He looks smaller than he used to look. Packed. You got him.
Well, once I made it to camp, Ron had trail camera pictures for me to look at. Okay, Ron, this is the last bag I have to bring in, and then I'm ready to see what kind of hogs you got lined up for me.
Man, I'm telling you, Jerry, it's been tough.
Let me see them.
Take a look at this thing. It's been tough.
Oh, man. Where's that at?
This is down at Ed's place, down on that power line. I could have killed these hogs
Aren't you generous?
6 times, but I mean, the thing of it is, you know, I didn't want you to get here after I stirred everything up, so.
Now, you know what's going to happen. I'm here now, they'll probably disappear.
Well, you know,
Well, we got to go out there and see.
Look here. I've seen
What
those.
time of the day is that?
Okay, that's
Middle of the day, huh?
2 o'clock in the
Wow.
afternoon. I've got them at 2 o'clock. I've got them at 8 o'clock. I've got these hogs, so there's 5
That's
o'clock.
5:30, yeah. Uh-huh.
These hogs are so, see, that's
Is
a
that
whole
the blind
nother.
right there?
Yeah, it is. That's a whole nother.
Oh, man, you hit him with a stick.
Yeah, that's a whole nother. That is a whole nother group of hogs. You can see them. I've almost seen
Well,
them.
now I'm excited. I figured he was going to be one of these other.
This ought to be a chip shot for you.
Well, I got into camp a couple of hours ago. Ron reviewed some trail cam pictures with me. He scouted this area, been checking it out for about a week, and there's a lot of activity here all hours of the day. So we're going to try and get one of these hogs. This is a good setup, and I'm ready. We sat there all afternoon and we saw nothing. So I was a little bit disappointed with the first day, but he assured me when I got back camp, oh, they'll be there in the morning. So I went back like a fool. Well, we've been sitting here for a couple of hours, and we haven't seen a thing but a couple of red birds and mosquitoes, lots of mosquitoes. So we're going to pack it in. The hogs showed up, but they showed up between the time we left last night and got here this morning because the corn that was out there is all gone. So we'll keep trying. They keep coming back. We'll put out some fresh feed and see if we can't get them back here later.
You may recall at the top of the show, we said that you could get hogs just about any way. You could stalk hunt them, you could stand hunt them, you could hunt them with dogs, you could trap them. So we set some traps out down in our friend Lee Thomas's place, and we were successful with that as well.
All right, here we go. Let's see if we can get it right here.
We got the hog weighed in, went out for a bite of lunch, and then got back into the field that afternoon.
Apparently I've died because I'm in hell. It's so hot here. I can't stand it. Actually, I just told Mitch that I'm gonna start being a better person because if hell's any hotter than this, I don't want to go there. And he said, but it's a dry heat. Right now we have a crow out there, and maybe he'll bring us some hogs. We'll see. Well, we looked at the trail camera photos since we left here yesterday, and hogs came at all different times during the night. They were here as early as 5 o'clock this morning. They haven't been here since 5 o'clock this morning. At least we have no video or no trail camera pictures. So we're hoping that 3 hours later now, 4 hours, that they're ready for a second course. So we're set up in the same place we've been for the last couple of days. If we keep coming, we're going to cross paths with them. And when we do, we're going to get some hogs. Here comes a big one. He's not real big, just a big one. Good Lord, look at all the pigs. Here they come. We had some hogs come out, and we thought they were working their way toward us, but they went off in the woods. We were hoping they'd come around and come back to the corn. They didn't come back, but another group came out a little bit later. Crossed by the stump too, a black one. Another one, by the stump. There's another one, there's a big one. That one stopped, I could kill that one. There's another one. I'm gonna look at them through my scope. Keep walking across there, eventually I might squeeze around. One of them would stop. Let me take a shot or not? Wait, that's two.
Do it.
Missed it, shot over it. Shot over it. Saw where the bullet hit. I rushed it. Shouldn't have done that. Ah, crap. Okay, well, we're getting ready to leave the blind. We had an opportunity. A little group of hogs crossed about 200 yards down, which we were not expecting because all of them been closer on the trail camera, but these crossed about 200 yards down. The last one stopped and I took a shot at it, and I shot over it. It was obvious to me as soon as I pulled the trigger when I saw where the bullet hit, and then when we looked at the replay, we shot over it, so we didn't wound the hog, but we stirred things up for sure. Stick with us. We'll be right back, and we're gonna get a hog before this is over. Well, we're hog hunting in Alabama. I've missed a hog, but Ron's had some success. In fact, he's got a hog that's currently in second place.
Well, we need to get back into the field this afternoon, but before we do, we want to go meet with Big Daddy Lawler. He's got the state record alligator over at G's Bend, and we want to talk to him about maybe getting a show done on the Alabama alligator hunt this summer. Now, this was the one that won last year, right?
Well, this right here was what we call the fancy gator. It is the state record alligator, the biggest alligator ever harvested during the legal alligator season in the state of Alabama. It's 838 pounds, 14 foot, 2 inches long.
Big Daddy, we thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thanks a lot. It's good seeing you
man.
again.
Good to see y'all anytime. You appreciate everything y'all do for our area.
All right, we took a quick break, got some lunch, met with Big Daddy Lawler, and got to see the Fancher alligator, which is the Alabama state record. It's a 14-foot plus gator. Talked about the upcoming alligator hunt, and now we're back in the blind. We're going to sit here until about 5, a little before. Then we're going to meet up with Ron and Laura and Lee Thomas. Lee hunted turkeys with us, and he's now found a place for us to go stalk some hogs this afternoon. So that's the plan. We're going to hunt here for a couple hours. Then we're going to meet up with Lee and see if we can't get some hogs out of some bottomland around the river. You got a gun handy? Something scaring them. It's coming right at us. That's us, that little orange thing. We got to go to the truck soon. Right around 10 after 2, some hogs came out. And they looked like they were coming to us. And this weather was blowing in behind us, and it was blowing from us straight down the path to them. And all at once, all of the hogs put their noses in the air, and they sniffed a few times, and then they all made a left turn, and they went back in the woods. And within a minute, the bottom fell out. So we're in the truck now. We're going to wait a few minutes and see what it does. If it rains much, we're going back to the camp. If it stops, we're going to sneak back to the blind. So we'll know in a few minutes, and you will too. We've been hunting out of blinds, and it's hot. Ron had an idea that maybe we can stalk some hogs, and he has somebody we can go stalk some with.
Yeah, you saw I'd earlier stalked a hog, and we have a place where it's just covered with hogs down by the Alabama River. The property's owned by Bert Harville. He's known around these parts as Little Bert, and he's a logger. And he and his brother Steve are just famous for their hog hunting ability.
Well, it looked like it was going to be fun. I was looking forward to that.
Yeah. I think the folks are going to enjoy meeting these fellas.
But now the hog situation down here, I don't know what we're gonna do. Man, they eating up everything.
They're going to run you off eventually if you know.
I planted about 40 acres of cypress and some old ponds down there. It might be 20% of the cypress left.
They rooted them up?
Yeah, they ate it up, rooted them up. What they didn't root up, they broke down, rolled up. You know, it's rolling in that mud and all. You know, and once you ever lay them over, they ain't gonna come back good. So, but yeah, it's an ongoing thing.
It's only going to get worse, though.
Yeah, I'll tell you, if it'd be some way you could, I've caught and look like the more you catch, the more it's him.
Well, that's not the case, though. You really can get them down. It's just, we figured the best chance that we had to be successful this afternoon was to split up. So I went with Bert and Jerry went with Stevie.
I was excited about going with Steve because he won the contest last year.
Yeah, that man is a hog killing
I
bull.
knew he knew where hogs were, so I said, boy, this is perfect, man. I'm gonna get some hogs. I'm gonna get ahead of Ron.
Go to the left fork.
Yeah, go to the left fork. We're gonna come back around. We're just gonna take a time and walk to those food plots.
That's what we're gonna do, coming.
Cause they may be in that big playhouse field.
Probably. We'll check them and see. Get that hood.
Did I hit him? Yeah, he's just going in the wood. He just fell right there.
What do you think, buddy?
Yes, sir. I told you what was gonna happen.
That's about a 100 and something.
It was two more when I first walked up, was just right there. And they was a little bit bigger.
Yeah, the two that were on the left were bigger.
Yeah, they was pretty big.
Well, that's a good eating size.
When we come back, be more hog hunting in Alabama. We're checking this trap over at Lee's, and it looks like there may be, oh, we got a hog in that trap, okay. What I'll do is I'll get Ron and get the four-wheeler down here because we're gonna need it to get the hog out. So we won't go any closer. We'll go ahead and get back up and get Ron to bring the four-wheeler. I'm not used to trap hunting. So what do you suggest? I think you managed to dispatch one like this before.
Yeah, I've got a couple this way. You know the.
Should we kind of sneak up and be as quiet?
No, I just.
What about the four-wheeler? Is that going to disturb him?
We'll just go down there.
Okay.
And
All right.
let them settle.
All right. Well, let's ease down there.
Let you guys go ahead.
Where's Laura? Oh, there she is.
Following.
She's coming. Okay. All right. I'm gonna ease down. I got the shotgun if he comes my way.
Yeah, if it's a sow, there could be some
Yeah.
young ones down there. If there are, pop them.
Okay. The main thing I'm interested in is survival.
Survival is important.
Yeah.
I'll back you up with my 40.
He's not gonna hold still.
Well, he will when you get up there. He's going to try and eat you.
I like the way you put that.
Just be steady. Just be steady. Walk right up there. If he gets out, he'll come at you. Walk right up to the.
I'm trying, Ron.
I mean, you got to get closer.
I'm gonna get closer, Ron. Just wait, okay?
He's big. He weighs more than you do, Jerry.
I know that, Ron.
Hey, look, he's broken one of the wires already.
Oh, good, Ron.
He's broken one of the wires. Oh, he is angry.
Me too.
Don't shoot the wire.
This is not funny.
I know it's not.
Yeah, I was just about to squeeze me.
You're back a little bit too far for me, that's all.
Ron, I'm a little nervous.
I understand. Hey, congratulations.
That's scary, man. I'm telling you what.
I'll tell you what, you were scarier than the pig was. That's for darn sure. You scared her word. Here, I'll hold this up and you can pull him out.
The thing is, I know pigs will eat anything.
So you're going to go to the weigh-in, Jerry.
Okay.
I'm going to take this four-wheeler back
All right.
to Lee's house where I bought it from.
And we got somebody that wants this hog, so we'll bring it to him.
Yeah,
Okay.
and you guys get back and hunt
All right.
as much as you can, and Laura and I are going to go down and hunt check the other traps
Okay.
and put out some more
Are
bait.
y'all gonna come to Ed's and sit in that other blind?
We will if we've got time. Time's moving on.
Okay.
Okay, Good job, Jerry.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Mr. Ron won $500 for second for the biggest hogs in the gun trapping and boat
thank you.
division. Mr. Jerry won $250. Third place for the biggest hog in the gun trapping and boat division.
Congratulations, Ron. We had a great
Congratulations,
time.
Jerry.
Well, I got the third largest hog, and guess who got the second largest?
You bet. Ron and Jerry got the second and third largest hogs. We were beat out by an 8-year-old, I think. But what's important is we were able to go head to head with the pig man himself and the lady hogger.
That's it for today's show, so join us next week for In the Woods with Ron and Jerry.
And don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
In the Woods with Ron and Jerry is brought to you by Envirologic of Alabama, products that make sense for you and your environment. By Landis International. There is no substitute for perfection. By NPP Incorporated, flying Ron and Jerry to the next day in the woods. By the 500 Magnum Energy Bar, power for now, power for later. And by Karma LLC, an elevated state of awareness.